You're watching NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman on RFD TV.
It's one of my favorite meals, a big old thick beef ribeye. And today, joining me in the studio is Michelle Mussel from the Beef Demonstration Center. Once again, thanks for coming by again.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. I understand we're going to fix beef ribeye today, but we're going to put a special topping on it of some sort.
Yeah, we're going to put a really colorful, fresh topping on it.
Okay.
Who doesn't love a ribeye steak? Ribeye steaks are really rich in flavor, so I'm going to top it with a really colorful, vibrant, fresh topping.
Okay.
And it's actually a tomato tapenade.
Okay.
And I'm going to use sliced grape tomatoes.
All right.
They're really easy to use. Kids love them. You just slice them in half. They're bite size.
Yep.
I'm going to also use Kalamata olives. I like using these olives because they're a little meatier, a little bit richer in flavor, but you can certainly use a sliced black olive that you can get in a can at the grocery store. You might even have them in your pantry.
You can get both of those, even these olives, pretty easily at the store.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and add these to my bowl.
Okay.
Okay. Meantime, I've got my steak on.
You bet. Let's not burn it. About medium rare is perfect. Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead.
No offense to your tomatoes, but I like taking care of the beef here.
I'm going to go ahead and flip my steak.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure it's about ready to be flipped.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
I've never used one of those pans before. Obviously, do a lot of grilling.
Yeah, these are great, and they also come cast iron, and they work really well. So if you're unable to do any grilling outside, this is a great alternative. And then I'm going to go ahead and add about a 1/4 cup of chopped basil. Typically, you might use a knife for this, but I really like to cut my herbs up with a scissors.
Really?
It doesn't bruise them. You're able to keep their flavor a little bit better. So this is simple. So what I did was I layered the leaves on top of each other.
Okay.
Rolled them up.
All right.
I'm going to do this is what they call a chiffonade.
Okay.
Take a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to start slicing.
Well, that's interesting. I've never seen that.
I'm just going to go ahead and add here. And it actually gives it a little bit of visual interest.
Okay.
So you're going to get these little
easier
slivers.
On the fingers, too,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. and your basil won't turn as brown easily either. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a mix.
All right.
And you'll see then the basil will just unfold automatically.
Gotcha.
And then with this, now normally I would go ahead and mix in, a couple tablespoons or so of shredded Parmesan.
Okay.
Again, this is really easy to find in your grocery store, and you may already have it in your refrigerator.
Okay.
But I'm going to kind of give it a little bit more of a special look.
Okay.
Also very easy. I have a wedge of Parmesan, and I keep a wedge around all the time. And when you're done using your wedge, you usually have like a rind that you don't use.
Okay.
Save that, put it in your freezer, and add it to a bolognese, a beef bolognese.
Really? And
it really adds great flavor. So
now you're getting way beyond my skill.
You can always use your food a little further.
That's impressive.
So this is easy. Just take a peeler. I'm going to just do little shards here.
Oh, neat.
It just adds just a little bit, again, more texture, more visual appeal.
Yep. And there's no kind of dressing or anything with those?
Nope.
Yep, just...
Very simple.
That is simple.
So I'm going to go ahead and mix this in.
All right.
Break them up a little.
Yep.
But, what it does is it just adds an extra special touch.
It does look nice.
Without a lot of effort.
Sure.
So I think our steak is about done.
Outstanding.
So I'm going to take it off the heat.
Off the grill, and it looks like this is what the dish looks like. That is very pretty. I have to admit, my steak and typical baked potato probably is a little bland compared to this dish. That's impressive, Michelle.
And with this version, I even added in a couple different types of olives. Have fun with your food. You don't just because a recipe calls for one particular type of olive or one particular ingredient. Have fun. Buy some varieties and mix it all. Exactly.
That's
exactly.
Great. Well, thanks again for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
If you want more information on this beef recipe or many others that Michelle has cooked up in the Beef Demonstration Center, please join us on our web at cattlemantocattleman.org.